Hi there, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Pillars of Eternity. In today's episode, we are in the halls of presence. There's some
Sure.
Abbey that we're in. I can't get to the other side. Can't get to that side. I have to go through there. But I remember there's a door on the other side, so I'm gonna quickly check if I go through the door, if that helps. Otherwise, I'm just gonna speak to the dude. We are really, really nearing the end of Pillars of Eternity, like completely. Um, I think there will be like another 3 or 4 episodes, maybe even 2 episodes of White Marsh, and then it's just the final mission. I do want I do want to finish the companion missions though. Like the grieving mother, I still need to do her side mission. I think that there's another one. The murderer of whatever that thing, I need to do her side mission as well, loyalty mission. But then I'm basically done with the companion missions.
Even with your labors, your presence of mind never falters. I don't know how you do it.
Perhaps your thoughts would swim deeper if your tongue didn't come out for air
Good
so
thing I
often,
sold most of
dear
my
brother.
jewelry.
The guy that voiced that last person that spoke is the same guy that voiced Ghana. Walls of silence. Everything.
The High Abbot imparted to me that I wasn't alone, that he has nightmares sometimes as well.
Truly?
Oh, it surprised me to hear it. He has such a peaceful manner.
About.
As it is, these people don't really own much, and I'm just
Be cautious. Be constant.
I can do that.
stealing it all.
All done.
Movement speed. Defense against spells. Meh.
I never knew. Did you hide in the White March after that?
As far away as I could. The Dominels didn't care I was a gift bearer. Evidence is evidence.
Okay. Middle point.
You are a guest, I take it? You will find the abbot past the chamber of the fallen moon, behind me.
Tell me where to go, bitch. What's upstairs? Inquiry.
A long time ago that was. Saw the abbot holding the witness, and the veil of tears parted for him.
Lootsies, more golds. Every day is hireling payday.
I shall be discreet.
Smells fresh. That can't be the salt well.
He seemed preoccupied.
I expect I would be too in his position.
Guys, also Ghana. Ghana is voicing that character. When we were I think that's where she wants to be, because when we went in there, she's it's probably all started that she was. She wants to go to. With the other Ondrites and the Abbey are clad in dread functional garments, and this Omoa seems dressed for an occasion. His robes is bright and glossy. His neck and arms are bedecked with jewelry. The symbols of his goddess are crowded into every available space.
Ah, good. The Conclave has elected a Tidebringer after all. I had begun to worry.
He looks back up, noticing your company,
And they took my advice in providing you an escort. Very good. I am sorry I could not make your journey easier. I am Kauto, the High Abbot.
Okay,
And just in time. The May Queen's tide is nearly past its peak. Much longer, and we'd have had to wait another year. The rules of the Rising are quite clear on that, unfortunately. When you are ready, we will begin with the recitation.
The conclave mentioned something about a reliquary.
Yes, of course. I would not pass my station to you without passing that knowledge as well. It is the Abbey's most sacred chamber. When the Rising is complete, I will take you there myself. In fact, the ritual demands it.
About the recitation.
You seem nervous. The Conclave chose you for a reason. For a devout follower of Ondra, the answers will flow naturally to you. I remember my own Rising. The Conclave sent me on the same exhausting journey. When it came time for the recitation, I could not remember a word, but it all came back in time. Our goddess smiles upon the forgetful.
He taps a large golden ring and waves a signal as though it were proof.
Our library is open to you, as are the grounds outside. There is a beautiful mural out there that you should see, if you haven't yet. And you may, of course, speak with the gift bearers here, if it helps your recollection. Take your time, and examine these things before your recitation.
What if I fail?
Do not be afraid to fail. A lapse here or there is to be expected. But do take care in your work. Even my patience has limits.
How are you so certain on the time?
If you were not, you would be the first person to stumble across this place in all my years here. Ondra protects us in this place. The faithful who stand guard here do it in her honor, not because we are vulnerable.
He looks at you silently.
You are our Tidebringer, aren't you?
In truth, I came here to enter the Lingerie and Call of the Eyeless.
I do not know how you came to know of this place, or the things you speak of. but know that you shall never speak of them again.
Fake.
Sure.
Smells fresh. That can't be the salt well.
He seemed preoccupied.
I expect I would be too in his position.
And I am Kauto. And when you are ready, when the rising is, and take your time, and do not, but do take care in your work. Even I was elected. It was unexpected. There were others more accomplished. I was merely a scholar. But they each had their faiths called into question, and no one could find cause to doubt mine. It was such an honor to become one of Ondra's most trusted servants. It was hardly a choice at all.
Before we let him know who we are and attack everybody, let's see what if we can not solve this on a different way. I might enter.
Take a look at that.
I'll see what's ahead.
Once man of unit counts placing, can't cancel out. Shit.
It's here. The salt well.
In the room is a pool that is small but deep enough that you can't see the bottom. The glassy surface almost looks frozen. So does Maneha. She stands rooted in place staring.
You know, I thought it'd be bigger.
Looks deep anyway.
Gift bearers say the heaviest regrets and greatest sorrows get left here. So it better be.
And I thought you'd be diving in by now.
You know how when you've been thinking about something so long, you're worried that when you finally get it, it won't be what you expected?
She tugs at one of her bracelets.
I mean, for all we know, that thing's just filled with leeches.
You're stalling.
Don't remind me.
You can never lie before the massacre and then let go of your guilt.
You're right. Okay, here goes.
She takes her arms and legs without the metal, striding towards.
Oh, that's cold!
She convulses with a sudden shiver rattling her jewelry. She descends the steps until she's standing in the water to her neck. Do you get
I think I'm going numb, actually. This is the right pool, isn't it?
She frowned and claims, maybe you need to get your head in the water too. She gives her eyes sidelong look, then she takes a deep breath and submerges and manages to by two. Maneha keeps herself beneath the water. At last she breaks the surface, wiping the water from her eyes and shaking it from her hair.
Hey, gift bearer or not, don't think I won't pull you in here too.
But you said gift bearers come here. Maybe you have to leave something behind. Her eyes go wide and she snaps her finger.
I've got it!
She digs through her back and produces a thick bundle of cloth bound with leather. It's leather. It's the same bundle you glimpsed earlier. She snaps the leather cords and rolls the cloth, revealing a wine bottle.
Took this from the Marchezo cellar the night I awakened. Been saving it for a special occasion.
Maneha cradles the bottle and brushes dust from it. Meanwhile, having a sigh, she swings it by the neck and smashes it against the steps. Maneha drops the rest of the broken bottle into the pool where it spirals into the depths. Meanwhile, the wine has formed a rolling, bloody cloud in the water. It spreads along with swirling tendrils. The surface of the pool ripples and Maneha paddles and spreading cloud. Crimson tentacles are up from it, withering, reaching. Maneha gasps as one wraps around her arm.
Maneha!
Grabbing her. Reach for her just as another wine-colored tentacle wraps around her head. She shouts as you go closer. Pelagina grabs your arm and pulls you back before you fall into. Mang. Ned disappears in the way. You can't see anything through the crimson murk except for the blossoming cloud of wine. The waters look perfectly still again. The seconds scroll by.
What are we just standing here for?
Last bubbles break the surface. When I emerges, gasping and shivering, her face is strangely slack and her eyes are bloodshot. What just happened? She blinks at the cloudy water and lost focus.
I forgot.
Maneha climbs up the steps and out of the salt well. As she does, the reddish color dissipates from the water, leaving only the glassy, clear surface and the unfathomable depths below. What do you remember? She squints, thinking. Water pools at her feet.
I remember running, but I don't remember what chased me. And I remember fear, but I don't remember what scared me.
She looks back at the salt well.
And I gave something up, but I don't remember why.
Then it worked. She stilts her head to one side and wiggles the finger in her ear until a spurt of water streams out.
I'll take your word for it.
Something drips onto the floor. She holds her right arm and looks at the trickle of blood running from the cut on her head. She takes the folded cloth and the one she wrapped the wine bottle in from the floor and stanches the blood, bleeding. She jerks her head towards the exits.
I'll tinker with that.
All done.
What could go wrong?
One-handed. Ooh, awesome.
Yeah?
Okay. So we're done with this. The areas have been in.
Are you prepared now for the recitation? Very good. We shall commence the rising. First is Anthu. Last is Dianthu. For the tide comes at the end and leaves at the beginning. I am Disaman the Ebb. Who comes this way?
I am Saman the Flood.
Blessed be Saman, that washes over the shore and brings the end. Blessed be Disaman, that returns to the sea and leaves behind the beginning. A gift-bearer comes to Disaman and asks him to bear his burdens away. What token do you offer, gift-bearer?
I give myself a gift bearer that has no other tokens to offer.
The token is received in Ondra's name. Tell me of your burdens. In Ondra's embrace, our burdens are lifted.
Shakes his head.
I'm afraid you have misremembered some of the rite. This will not do. Has it been so long since you were a gift-bearer yourself, Tidebringer? You are encouraged to speak with others, if it helps to refresh your memory. The recitation is archaic, but it is essential to the rising. If it cannot be complete...
I was never big on doctrine, but there ought to be something round here to help us. Wouldn't be much of an abbey without stacks of old books.
When you are ready, we will begin.
It's like they refill the shit.
Look at that!
I read all the books. Gift-bearer holds in her hands a gem the size of a fist. She draws a curved line in the air over it, then tosses it into the water. As the gem hits the water, it disappears from sight as though it had dissolved. What happened to the gem? What gem? The gem you tossed in the pool. I remember no gem. You tossed it in. How can you have forgotten? Are you insane? You had a huge gem. Oh. You tossed it in. How could you have forgotten? This pool is placed by Ondra, Tidebringer. I don't understand. Give them smiles placidly. All that belongs to Ondra is forgotten, and all things forgotten belongs to Ondra.
Are you prepared now for the recitation? I remember, but it all came back in time. Do not be but do take care in your work if you think you are ready.
Okay.
First is Anthu. I am Disaman the Ebb. Blessed be a gift bearer come. The token, tell me of your burdens.
I have none, for all that belongs to Ondra is
In
mine.
Ondra's embrace, our burdens are lifted.
Coward to appears pleased. He nods. Maneha says with
The
relief.
Tidebringer shows himself worthy of his charge. Your purpose here, Tidebringer, is to perform the ceremony of the rising. It is the transition of one phase of service to the next. On the level beneath us in the halls of silence, our low-tide brothers and sisters have lived for many years, sealed by their own will. It is time for them to be relieved of service, and for the high-tide brothers and sisters here to take their place.
In the halls below you will find a relic, Ondra's witness, and aspergillum of dispensing holy water, but also something
The
more.
device will flood the halls of silence. This is the rising.
Won't the people down there drown?
It is the will of Ondra. Every monk assigned to the Abbey understands and accepts this.
He moves back. It is his thick stalks of hair with one hand. A grey strand sticks to his palm. He frowns at it, then looks back and continues.
The monks here have all served as gift bearers. We bear away people's most painful memories, and always a part of them remains with us.
He's right about that much.
In the halls of silence, memory itself fragments until it is no more. The halls are a reprieve from a gift bearer's burden. In the end, the halls take all memory, but the process takes a toll, as you might imagine. After many years, when the process is complete, the rising is performed, to give final peace to those who dwell there. This is your charge.
I am simply preferable to losing all my memory and all the sounds I need to drown later. What do I do with when the rising is complete?
The high tide is to replace the low, and stand vigil in the halls of silence until the next rising. When you have completed the rising, bring Ondra's witness to me here. I will show you the last of what you need to know.
I'll return once the rising is
To
complete.
reach your destination, you will need to know the sign of the tide, which is kept only by the High Abbot. It's said that it is the first knowledge lost when the abbot joins the low tide in the halls of silence. Watch carefully.
But cord contorts the fingers of his right hand into a particular curl shape. Then his left hand, he traces an arc from center to end simultaneously. His index and little fingers.
I trust you will perform your duty, Tidebringer.
To be honest, I would rather have killed them. I should have. But the ground has made leave to walk freely. So it begins. You may continue, Tidebringer. Be warned, the low tide have been in the halls of silence for a long time. Their minds are not sound. Your presence may provoke them.
Mind your center. You always knew this time would come.
I've seen the other side, brother. I'll find its waters again, warm and soothing.
A couple burnt under the ice seem to be part of the hips of a giant skeleton. Let's go. The Abbey. No.
Make sure they receive extra. I'll not let them fall into the goddess's embrace with empty stomachs.
Their supplies are bountiful, sister. I have seen to it.
I can do that. All done.
Wave crested key. Covering of the skeleton half trapped in ice, faint trails of essence lingers in the cold air of caverns reach out to the essence. Religious soul envelop the essence, memories spread in a thin mist under you, dim and torn. Their scattered fragments floating like motes of dust in the twilight. You walking into the oblong chamber, the stones of its underground walls glistening, still wet from the floodworks. A hand clasps up on your shoulder. You hear a whisper, "Arthrek, I don't want to look." The memory vanishes and now all you see is the slab of stones. You're staring at it, just inches away from the wall. Your fingers trace circles on it, digging into the moss that clings on its withering surface. You're not sure how long you've been touching it. Perhaps you've always been. A scream jolts to you. It echoes under thunder through the halls. Your ears hurt, the pain that digs deep, burrowing into your head like twisted daggers. You run, others run. You don't know them. You can't remember them, but somehow you take comfort in the presence. Yes, they will help you with the pain, the noise, you'll kill it. The anger of the memory subsides, and now you're sitting down on the steps carved on rock. Dozens of skeletons lie below you. Beneath frozen water, their jaws hanging open, silent. Yet what's that? A low rumble, gargling, growling, deafening. You snap your head to the side in anguish and see it. The water rushing down the halls, pushing you in torrent and white foam. You fall, your mouth opens to shout, but your scream are muffled as it is with water. Move speed while endurance above, interrupt while. Okay.
Sure.
Give me free shit, please. Like it. Okay, some speeders to fight. Oh crap, I don't see this guy. Switch.
Show him how it's done!
These guys were slapping me silly.
Sure. Hey there.
I'll stay out of sight. Didn't we have our fill of lunatics in Brackenbury?
Who's there?
Mother, the bother. Tufts and downy grey hairs sprout from the back of the man's scalp like shrubs. His lower lip curls inwards of a row of teeth that appears to have mostly fallen out, and a musty odor hangs about him like a fog.
Is that you, Edith? I thought I'd lost you. I called for you. I wanted to search, but the blizzard lasted days. I'm so sorry.
He extends a hand in a gesture of apology, but then his fingers curl and he draws it back. He squints. He squints as if trying to see you better.
But wait. We did find you. When the thaw finally came, I saw you rigid, frozen. You cannot be Edith. No, we are in the Abbey. Gift bearers. And you must be the tide bringer.
That's a strange assumption to make.
Do I imagine this? How can that be? The Abbey does not receive visitors. I suppose it matters little. The tide bringer will come one day, and the terrible cycle will continue. The halls of silence. They take our minds, memory by memory. It would be peaceful, we were told, like going to sleep. Look around you. We, the low tide, who have been sealed down here all these many years, do we seem at peace to you? No one has asked me in I don't know how long. Who was I? I was the High Abbot, wasn't it? High Abbot. Forentis. That was me. Or the one before me, if not. No longer, though. I am just another brother of the low tide. I remember a woman. Was she my wife? She had curls in her hair, and she spoke softly. What became of her? I carry so many memories that I took from strangers who wanted to be rid of them. I don't know what's mine anymore. And there are so many holes. Every image a blur or a void. Would that I could be free of this place. Free to make new memories. To know who I am. Did we? We did. We chose it. When we thought it was our duty. And that it would be peaceful. But the more we forget, the less we understand. Every day something familiar becomes strange. If I had known, I'd never have accepted my assignment to the Abbey. Nor would many, I suspect.
He made his choice when he was of sound mind. He's not himself anymore. Better to finish the ritual and release him back to the wheel.
There is a relic, an aspergillum, it was called. What was it?
He thinks for a while with a pained expression, his lips melt. Nothing worse.
Well, it doesn't matter. It controls the floodwaters, but also the outer floodgates. Ondra's Witness. That is the name. It is down here, but I don't recall how to reach it. The High Abbot knows. If you can find out from him, you could set us free. Open the gates. We would leave in peace and finish our lives in dignity. We are all so old now. There is little damage we could do in this state. Once we are free of this place, we will be able to make memories again. The confusion and paranoia will pass.
What is the Tidebringer meant to do?
The Tidebringer comes to replace the High Abbot. The ritual is called... It is called... The Rising. Yes. We carry so many memories. Tragic or dangerous some. We live above for a time, devoted to Ondra. Then we come here to forget it all. Wash our souls clean of the memories. When it is done, a Tidebringer is summoned. Those above, the high tide, they become the low tide. It means they are brought here to the halls of silence. But not before the old low tide are removed, drowned in a flood, and swept away. The rising. Few of us know friend from foe anymore. I may be the only one left who can still speak for us. They are peaceful in their hearts. It is this place. It has confused and agitated them. Please forgive them. Use the door behind me. Safer that way.
Why is it always this dude? Why did I always attack him?
Briny.
Then
Sure.
Whew, good thing I sold most of my jewelry.
It's not bear.
Hey there.
Why is there?
That's it!
Fucking monster. Shit.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Sure.
Okay. I think I'm gonna call it here, guys. We are, looks like we're moving towards the end of this, and then we're gonna do the right and the relinquiry, and then we'll see what's happening from there. Hopefully we can take over the Abbey. I would have wanted to attack them, it's just XP. But maybe we can do this whole quest peacefully without letting them know what we're actually here for. Thank you for watching, guys, and have a fantastic day.